first down. They'll start out with Akers.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season, the first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown.
C.D. Lamb, 38 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They go play action with Ryan.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
Play action. Ryan.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. Pass over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Brandon Ayuk.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Lance going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That's taken on the 25. These two teams all tied after one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Again, Ryan.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
here's Ryan.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Steps away. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 3 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. God keeps moving.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
Forced out to his left. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He finds Matthews. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
To throw, it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Matthews, 54 yards.
And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. They got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, they got off the field on third down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Rolling to his left.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Open target. Here's Matthews. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Matthews. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He completes this to Cole Turner.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Ryan.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed
up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Ryan.
Got a man to Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 2nd and inches, Ryan, and the catch made by Johnson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
To throw again is Ryan.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. There's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Cole Turner
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead.
To throw for it is Ryan. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side caught by Matthews. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Block the stick.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Play action, Ryan. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jaguars have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Turner.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They give up the middle to Akers. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, you have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3 and goal.
And then they went to the nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Akers again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Black Ultra.
On play action, Lance.
And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now Ryan.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Lance back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the op.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Lance looking to throw.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Lance. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all the...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. A CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington,
it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.